What's good? I'm not really here to say too much. I just wanted to let me share it. Um, Let you guys know that I probably won't be able to make it on at 5 o'clock today, and the reason being is because it's my daughter's birthday, Trinity, and oh, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's my youngest daughter's birthday, Trinity, and I'm probably not going to be able to go live today at 5 because they're having a party. She's having a party. We're having a party here at the house for her. One of the very few times that she's been able to have a birthday during the weekend. So she's been friends, family, I guess her teammates and things of that nature at at the house here. So we're gonna take her out to lunch here in about at 2 o'clock. Thought I'd come on and tell people that we won't be on today at 5. It's been a long week for me, believe it or not. I know a lot of people be like, wait a minute, hold on. You ain't even been here, Wyatt. What the hell? You tripping. And by the way, I can't see my screen. Thank you, AP said happy birthday to my baby Trinity. I'll get her on here. We're going to do something here at the house and have a good time and grill and all that. So we're going to go out here and do what we do. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I don't do this outside thing. I don't like outside like that to do this. When I'm outside in my private area, I chill. I don't like people in my space. So let me see if I can send this over to Wyatt-Live page. Spread the word that we won't be on at 5 o'clock. It's not that I'm happy about it, but my baby comes first. And what I wanted to just let a few people know that at 5 o'clock, I may even bring it in. I may bring it in where we all can enjoy her birthday party together. Can we? We're all a family, right? We're family. I'll let you guys come in and be part of the family tonight. We're gonna grill. I have the regular party stuff. This is her 17th birthday. Um, so I want to try to do something special for her, what she doesn't know. And I'm not gonna say it on the air because it may get back what her gift is. But let's just say it's in the driveway. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I just want to say what's up to some people. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Peace and love to everyone. Y'all know that. You know how I am about that type of stuff. Um, I got a question for you guys real fast before I get up out of here. Who? There's not a lot of people on here now, but I got a question. Who remember back a year and a half ago when Joe Biden was running for president? Is it just me, or didn't he say free college for everyone? Didn't he say free college? Free college. Did he specifically say, now I don't want to ruin the question by leading you, but did he specifically say community college or did he say free college? Because see, I'm a college um, customer. I'm paying for college for my daughter. And I specifically remember him saying, because y'all remember me saying, I'm standing in line. I'm going to be on his neck about this college shit. Yes, she does. Yes, we would like to be part of the birthday party. Thank you, Brenda Early. I appreciate it. And you guys will be. We're going to shoot video. We're going to be out here. I'll try to go live. I'm going to go live probably from my phone and bring everybody in. And she's going to have a party this evening. So I don't like a lot of people at my house, to be honest with you. I don't really do parties. But this year, we didn't do anything big for her on her 16th. So I figured, why not this time? And but here's the question. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you for saying happy birthday. Thank you to all, not to me, but to my baby Trinity. Thank you. But wasn't there? Can you guys hear me? Okay, because like I said, I'm outside. I don't know if this is working out. But I specifically remember Joe Biden saying free college. He was not specifically saying. He didn't say community college. or I wouldn't have been going the way I was going. Now, AP, I know you was listening to the other show, and see that other show, they act like I don't exist, man. I be writing comments and shit, and it's funny how the only time people attack me is when they think I say something wrong. But when I say some right shit, I'm a ghost. The hosts never say anything about me being in there now. I don't know why. But people, that particular demographic of thought process people, whenever I make a comment or answer a question that they ask, they asked a question today on that show and they said, how do we get the crime to stop in the city? and and they act like it's a fucking mystery to this shit. And I'm like, they talking about guns. Well, let me say this. Guns don't kill people. People kill people with guns. Yeah, AP. I know you see me. They all see me. They all see me in the chat over there when I'm talking that shit. And when I say shit like we need fathers in the house, nobody makes a response. It's like it's a fucking like it was written in erasable ink. I make the comment and then nobody says anything when I say shit like, well, if we had men raising these little boys, you know, you got boys raising boys, and that's what's giving us these fucked up ass men. And when I say that, nobody, it's a ghost town. It's tombstone with no residents. When I say shit like that, nobody makes a question. But as soon as I say something like, well, Biden said free college for everybody. Oh, no, why you got that fucked up? You said that wrong. You said that wrong. No, why it ain't like that? He said community college, but he ain't even gonna give you community college. So why are you arguing about some shit? And then this is the craziest, AP. Do you watch the comments, read the comments that people was answering? One particular person said some shit like this to me, bro. Said me, I question anybody that look, this is what they said to me, as if I'm the enemy, bro. Said to me, I question anybody that a politician accountable, not accountable. Boy, I wish I can pull the question up. When you're holding somebody accountable for what they said during a campaign, and now that it can't come true, you got a problem with when I bring up a campaign promise. You promised us certain shit. You promised it. Not me. I didn't bring up, okay, if I'll vote for you. And who remember this? I remember saying, hey, listen, y'all can stay up off Joe Biden's ass. If he passes college, he ain't got to pass nothing else. If he get this done, I'll rock with him. Who remember me saying that on the show a year and a half ago? And I was being a little cynical by saying he ain't going to do shit. Sabrina Calloway says, yes, he said free college. I remember. You know how you remember, Sabrina? Because you've been here since day one. And you know how you also remember? Because we said it every day during campaign. We said it every day. And what did I say? What did I tell you was going to happen? I told you he wasn't going to be able to deliver that. You got to go through too many channels to go through for something like that to happen. Now, let me ask you something. Why wouldn't Republicans want free college to go through? Do you think there's more? I don't know the answer. I'm going to ask you, and I want to see it on the screen. Do you think there's more Republicans with college debt or Democrats with college debt? Just answer that question for me. Do you think there's more college debt from the Republican side of this planet or the Democratic side of this planet? And I told y'all what that college debt erase that I told you a year and a half ago what the college debt erase was. I told you what it was. I told you he had taken away credit off people's credit from 10, 15, 20 years ago. That it didn't even exist. Oh man, shit. Don't act like y'all don't know. I said that shit. Anyway, somebody got mad at me. Someone got mad at me today because they asked a question about the violence in Cincinnati. They asked about the violence. They asked about the violence. Your host asked, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do to stop the violence? And I said it. We need men raising these kids. We need men raising boys so boys can turn into men. Ain't no real daddy got no sons out here murking nobody. No real father got his daughters out here having all these babies. They just not having it. A real man ain't gonna let his family out there like that. So now, what else do you want to hear? You don't think that's what it is? I'm probably wrong, right? Everybody that argues that, any host, I challenge any of them. Every last one of the hosts in any radio or podcast, they may say one thing, but look at how they living. Look at how they family living. They families don't live nothing like the bullshit that they co-sign. They can't. They kids are on their way to college if they ain't already finished college. They kids are already. They've been fathered. They've been mothered and fathered. They ain't nothing like trying to play with the get along game. All they kids going in the right direction because they were there. Why can't they tell that? Why can't they tell their secret of how they becoming successful? Why can't they tell their secret? So I'm arrogant because I tell my secret. My secret is being your children's life. That's how you raise productive kids. That's how you raise people that don't hit these streets and shoot each other, kill each other, rob and steal. You teach them better morals. That's all it is. Get mad at me if you want to. You can get mad at the messenger if you want to. I seen the craziest shit today. Let me tell you what's fraud. Let me tell you what's fraud. Wait a minute. AP says, I think they have investments in financial institutions. We all know longer you take to pay, the more interest money you pay back. Those Sally Mae is a private company. They don't have no investment in Sally Mae. When you borrow money from the government directly, a student loan, and the government backs it, they don't have any. There's no way of getting, you know. That's not how it works. First of all, if I have $90,000 worth of college debt or $150,000 worth of college debt, I would rather see that be erased versus any stock that I have. I'm never going to see a $90,000 or $150,000 return on a stock. That wouldn't make any sense. My instant gratification would be erase my college debt. If I don't have to make a college debt payment and then my children's, that's better than any stock that I can possibly buy. Think about that. It's an instant value. It's an instant return. It's an instant dividend. It's a one-time payment. It's a sure thing. No stock has a sure return. So that's how I look at that. Would you rather have free college, or would you rather have an investment in the banking system that's loaning the college debt? I don't know. I just don't think that the college debt banking is in a position for you and I to make dividends off of. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's set up that way. Who has investment? Who has stock in Sally Mae? I don't even think there's a code for Sally Mae. I could be wrong. Help me. Help me understand it. Then I seen something crazy as hell. I hate to see it. Y'all can tag her. You can tag her. You can tag her. Jenny, you was on the show today. Here they gonna talk about Kelly Prather. You can tag Kelly. Me and Kelly been cool since Death Row days. Death Row is Withrow. I've been told, sis, man, listen, I don't care what they talking, what you going through, whatever. I got you, sis. Listen, we all make mistakes. We all make U-turns sometime. We all make left turns. We all make some turns sometime that are not for the best. We all do some things sometime that we regret, and we don't regret it till after the fact of some things going down. But here's what I noticed. They was talking all that shit about her. Even the host said something crazy about Kelly Prather today. And then when she chimed in, this dude act like he ain't said shit wrong about her. You talked about her back right here on the air. You talked about her behind her back right here on the air. And then as soon as she chimed in, you was like, hey, Kelly Prather. As if you didn't just say something wrong like a minute and a half ago. Like, I don't know how she gonna think she gonna be running. She out there getting signatures to run for some shit. He ain't say it quite like that. But run for some state representative, and then you out here trying to be bigger than what you really are, and all this old shit. I'll even take a picture with her. Wait a minute. And then when she chime in, you like on some, hey, how you doing? Good evening. Good afternoon. That's that type of shit that we need to avoid. Real motherfuckers don't need shit like that in your life. I've been told her, man, stay off them shows. Stay off of them. They fake, man. Like, you fueling yourself off of some fake people, yo. Like, you trying to impress motherfuckers that don't give a shit about you. You need to cut that shit out. Cut it out. Now, let's talk about Jeff Pastor a little bit. Everybody was on my ass. I never said anything wrong about his attorney on the air. But everybody was calling me a hater once again because Jeff Pastor's lawyer is some big name, prominent name in the area. When I was looking at people and was like, hey, bro, that's a bad decision. It's a bad choice as far as I'm concerned. Everybody thought I was being a hater, trying to knock the brother down on some bullshit. And I told you, he needs a different attorney. I said that shit before all this other shit jumped off. I said, he going to jail fucking with this dude. I promise you. The reason why I said that, because it was a strong possibility that his attorney was going to end up in jail. Y'all didn't know that. I did. I just didn't want to say anything about it. It's funny how they tear me down when I say certain shit. Maybe I'm just a few frames ahead of what's going on. You're not. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to say that I'm some crystal ball. But sometimes you might want to pay attention to somebody. Sometimes things that are negative, that come off negative, may not be negative. It just might be some truth that you ain't heard yet, or you don't know what direction to go in yet. Hold on one second. Let me read a couple comments. What's up? Tiffany Daniels is in the building. What's good? Jenny says, I don't know Kelly Prather personally, but it was horrible that the way she was attacked today. It's like that every time. I don't even know why she go on there. It's her own people. It's her own people. I mean, I know Kelly. Okay, she really has a great heart. But what she doing is she trying to impress people that don't really give a shit about her. And usually when you doing that, remember the kid in school that would always they were more fortunate than everyone, and they would bring their toys and shit to school, and they would show their toys off, and then they would feel kind of guilty about having better shit than you, and sometimes somebody would beat them for their shit, beat them for their toy, they G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip or something, would beat them for it, and then they can't find their toys, no one took their shit and took it home. These people don't care about what you're doing. They don't care nothing about you. You sitting here trying to impress people that don't give a damn dime. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. So stop it. Terry Coleman, what's good, says, that's why I told her to stop calling them. They basically laugh at her all the time, right in her face, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I reached out to her one time. I said, you need to stop calling them places. You become wreck for them. You become wreck for them. They be talking their shit behind your back, and then they'll say it on the radio. And then you got callers or people, not callers, you have people that's watching the shows, that's listening, and then they get on there arguing with her. Now she looking crazy because she out here telling her credentials and all this old shit, and then they bring up her information of these crimes or whatever, these allegations or whatever she's fighting. It's funny how when we talking about a black man going to jail, y'all fight for him on radio and podcasts and shit. Y'all fight for him. These was allegations. He's not even proven guilty. He's innocent. He's not proven guilty. Well, y'all sitting here running Kelly through the mud. These are allegations against her, right? They ain't proved nothing yet. Y'all even went to bat for the white dude, PG Sinfield. I don't hear nothing about his name. And I know y'all backed him. This the same dude who had y'all tricked, had you fooled, thinking he was gonna do something for you and your community. Now what? How you feel about that? Get out of here. Oh, my bad, sis. My bad, Terry. I read it wrong. She said, I'm a sister. My apologies. I got a friend named Terry Coleman. Sean, he's related to another brother of mine, Sean Coleman and them. I thought you was Terry. I just seen Terry. I didn't read it all the way through. My apologies, sis. Number love. Let me see. What else did I see that was crazy? Like I said, I'm only here temporarily. My daughter's birthday is today. My daughter's birthday. Her name is Trinity. She's 17 today. We're gonna have a party here at the house. I don't do parties. Y'all know I'm gonna be like the evil dude. I got the grill set up. They never gonna want to come here again. I always let her go to the neighbor's house. I always let them. They got bowling alleys and shit. I don't have no bowling alley. So I always let her go to their birthday parties and shit, and I guess it's long overdue. I'm that parent that let my kid go eat they shit up, eat they food up at they cribs. Now it's time for me to pay the pipe, but I'm only doing hot dogs and shit. I'm not doing bags from Starbucks and side gifts and shit for everybody. I'm not doing that. They not walking out of here. Do you know that my daughter went to a birthday party a few couple months ago and they all got a goodie bag, and in that goodie bag was some shit that my daughter has to wait for forever to get? They had iPods in there. They had some type of device that hooks onto your cell phone. They had certain cards, like what do they call those gift cards and shit from these places, from Best Buy and all this old shit. And I'm like, this got to be $1,000 gift bag. How many gift bags did they give out? God damn. I hope they're not expecting a gift bag from me. Because all I got over here is bologna sandwiches, hot dogs, a few other items, side shit. I'm a fruit dude. I love my fruits and shit. Went out and bought some sodas. I give them a little soda, Gatorades and shit. But I ain't giving no gift bags. It's a wrap. I don't do that. Didn't grow up with gift bags. Didn't do that. So today is her birthday. Wait, let me see something. AP says, I try not to argue with some of them, just for the simple facts. Some of them tend to get a little personal, and I don't play that. They like to talk about people's wives and kids all crazy-ish. Man, listen, bro. Let me tell you, AP. This is why I'm done arguing with folks. This is why I changed my whole movement. I've taken a 360 degree. I'm not going to keep telling people shit. I'm just going to show you. And after I show you, if you don't believe it at that point, then, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him dry. You can't make him drink it, right? Bottom line. Bottom line. I'm not going to keep arguing with them, dude. Why would I argue with somebody over there when they ain't even on, they not even thinking the same way I'm thinking? This person found a way to argue with me because they said that the college thing was in the Build Back Better plan. Did Biden tell you that it was in the Build Back Better plan when he was proposing it? I'm telling you, he never said college. He never said community college. He pump faked the whole free college thing. I'm listening. Trust and believe. If it was community college out the gate, I wouldn't have this conversation. I wouldn't be here. This motherfucker said free college. And I know he said it because that was the only thing I was paying attention to. Of all the fraud shit that was said, that's the only thing I specifically paid attention to. Y'all know it. I wrote it down. I got notes. I got content. I was telling you, he's not going to be able to do that. He's not going to be able to do that. And then I went to bat. I was on his side. I said, I tell you what, if he do that, can't nobody say nothing bad about this man. I'm going to ride and die with him to the day he get out of office. I'm on re-electing myself. I'm going to go rig the election some kind of way, damn it. Remember that? I said, I'm going to ride with this man. He ain't got to give me nothing but the free college for my baby. Remember that? That motherfucker said community college after the pump fake. He pump faked the college game, then brought in community college conversation. And all it wasn't even that. He was talking about shit like going to cosmetology school. He was talking about going to get a degree for $10,000 and less. That's what he was talking about. Let me just say this to you, whether you believe this or not. You may not want to hear this, but this is the truth. Good luck with an associate's degree going up against people with a bachelor's degree. The bachelor's degree folks are having hard enough problems trying to compete with master's degrees. You have a better shot just going to an industrial school or going to get a certificate of completion of a field than you do going to get any type of job with an associate's degree. You're basically saying, hey, an associate's degree is just an entry degree of going in to battle people with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and PhDs. Let's make it make sense. Don't think just because you have, I would rather have somebody that had a certificate for an electrician, than somebody that I would rather take an electrician's completion of certificate than I would somebody that has a associate's degree in accounting, because that's not a full, that's not really a degree. You can't compete with somebody that has a 4-year college degree that has accounting under their belt, that has a degree in accounting. You can't even get in the door. Give me the certificate. Give me the electrician certificate over a bachelor, over a 2-year college degree in accounting. You'll make more money. You're more employable as an electrician. Make it make sense. People don't want to hear that. What's good, Black Russia? Anthony Percy says, no leftover Easter candy, Wyatt? No. That would be in the goodie bag at the party tonight. And it's funny, man. I guess I preach too much. Because some of these guys have these shows and they don't be talking about shit. They'll just sit on here and just be talking about shit all day. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to figure out the demographic of what we doing. What are good conversations? What are good conversations? Somebody help me. I won't be on. Angela says, what's the pleasure of the pop-up show? I won't be on at 5 o'clock today. And the reason why I won't be on at 5 o'clock is because at 2 o'clock, in about 5 minutes, I'm taking my daughter to lunch. Today is her birthday. It's her 17th birthday. And we're having a party here at the house tonight. And I'm inviting everyone. And I'm going to go live. Sabrina says, I tell a lot of my clients to go get a license in plumbing or HVAC. They make 70,000 plus. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Go get some type of certification of completion in a field. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the people that's most needed. Them the same buildings. Those are the same buildings that have now hiring on them. They can't find people to work. Thank you, Terry, for the happy birthday to my baby. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. I just came in to let everybody know that I won't be here at 5 o'clock. And, it's like this. It's like I'm not respected in the radio game, the podcast game. Them guys 20 years deep in this shit. And they know what to say and how to keep y'all rattled. They know what to say. They know what to talk about. They know the questions to ask. They know how to burn the candle from both ends. They know how to do all that shit. I don't really know how to do that. All I know how to do is keep shit 100. That don't seem to work. Keeping shit 100 don't seem to work. But I always believe this. My grandmother always told me, stop following the people that talk the most, that always just watch how people move. Pay attention to how you want to be. The way you want to be, you make sure that person that's that way, you make sure that they're that way for real. You make sure that they move in the way that they presenting themselves. You make sure that they moving like that for real in real life. If the things they support, they don't live that way, then you don't even need, they fake, they fried, they doing something to be able to, they doing something to just stay in, to be relevant with their crowds and shit like that, man. And see, some people might think this is hate talk right here, but this is what keeps shit going. They asked a question on the radio today. They said, we know the crime happening. You can't deny the crime. You can't deny the crime. So now you got to try to flip it and make it into something different. You can't deny the crime. The crime is speaking for itself. The crime is speaking for itself. So now you want to flip it and say some shit like it's the guns. No, it's mentalities that shoot. Guns don't shoot on their own. So then you turn around and you say bullshit like, well, what do we do? What do we fix this shit? How do we fix it? Easy fix. We need to be more family oriented. No niggas don't want to hear. We don't want to hear that shit. Got to be more family. It's hard. It's hard to do the right thing. It's hard to do the right thing. And if more people held you accountable for you doing all the wrong shit, that would be harder than doing the right thing. But we don't hold each other accountable. When we start holding each other accountable, then we'll stop doing so much irresponsible shit. And then being irresponsible will be much harder than doing the right thing. But when you do the right thing, it is very difficult. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But if we made people, listen, man, if we held each other accountable for the shit that we do, that might be tougher than doing the right thing. Imagine how the world would be then. We probably wouldn't be asking the questions. Somebody tell me, and stop blaming mental illness for these dudes doing what they doing out here. It's a disservice to people that really have mental illness. All criminals aren't mentally ill. They just don't know no better. They just don't do the right shit all the time. Stop blaming mental illness on somebody for walking up to them and shooting them in the back of the head. That ain't mental illness. That's just a raw ass motherfucker, whether you like to hear it or not. That's somebody that just don't give a fuck about life. Don't care about their own, let alone yours. Stop thinking that's mental illness. It's not. We all don't think alike, but criminal-minded people are now all mentally messed up. Stop it. You're giving it an excuse. Now, is there mental illness out here that's making issues and making mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely. But stop excusing. That's an easy excuse. That's an easy excuse. That's the go-to card. Oh, well, mental illness real out here. Mental illness. So you're going to put every mistake that's going on out here on mental illness. Not he's not being raised right. Not he ain't had no daddy. Not his daddy raising 4 or 5 kids from some other place. You know what? Let me tell you what a mental, you ain't got to have mental illness for this to be a mental hardship on you. But for you to have a child as a man, and you don't even take care of your own kids, but you get with another woman and you take care of her kids, but you leave your kids out here fucked up. Man, shit. Man, shit. How many of y'all done seen that? How many sisters can say, yeah, I know what that feel like? I know he ain't take care of my kids, but he sure do take care of hers. Pouncey says, I'm glad you keep it real. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's tough. It's tough. A lot of people don't want to hear the real shit. They love to be lied to. It's easy to lie to people. And then you a hero at the same time. AP says, I just listened to most of it. Help me pass time at work. I hear you, bro, but that shit'll drive me crazy. I don't know how I could listen to that shit at work. I don't know, AP. He says, nor did they still come from broken homes. Sabrina asked a question. She says, ask this question. When was the last time people sat down at the dinner table or at breakfast table together at home without their cell phones in their hands? Good question. Good question. I can ask another question. I asked this question. I just had this conversation with my daughter. We were just talking about college. We were talking about going to school, college. She was like, well, why did y'all start getting me ready for college in the 8th grade? I was going into the 9th grade and y'all was already getting me geared up for college. I said, the reason being is because I wasn't as fortunate to understand what college truly was. Your mom wasn't either, but we understand the importance of education. So this is what we did. We got you college ready early. We wanted college to be, we didn't want no break after high school. We wanted you to understand that there's another step, there's a next step, there's a next level. You understand? This ain't got nothing to do with no elitists and all that other shit. This is all about doing what's right in life. This is how you get to the next level. So we don't want you taking a break. You go straight from high school to college. That's why when my baby graduated in the year after this year, she's going to graduate from high school with an associate's degree from the University of Cincinnati. Think about that. Think about that shit. If we don't get our children ready, if we don't start moving frames ahead, it ain't nobody's fault. It's our fault. If you don't learn the shit that's available to you to know, then that's on you. You can't blame somebody else for you not knowing when the information highway is out there. Here's who I blame. I blame the people you listen to because they don't talk about that shit. They'd rather talk about the shit. They talk about black history. They talk about how we didn't got drugged. They want to inform you on all that shit, but they don't talk about black future. That's why I said May is going to be Black Future Month. If y'all with me, be with me. But every day in May, I'm going to come up with another idea that we can work together. We can build wealth on our own. I'm not trying to get y'all in no stock markets. That shit is not for you. I'm telling you, it's not. Listen, black folks. Stop thinking that you about to get in a game and get rich in a game that's already been existing. That's not how you get rich in a game. You get rich in a game when you at a ground floor level. Now I got to keep the shit 100. Unless you got some real dough to invest in some type of up and coming stock, you're not gonna make no money in the stock game. You're gonna sit back and watch fucking pennies grow each day. Pennies don't make it. The fuck you think now all of a sudden you're gonna be able to buy some Twitter stock and now you're gonna get rich after that's like opening up a Christmas gift and you didn't already opened it up and then you repackage it and then when you open it up again you're gonna be just as surprised. That's bullshit. You're not. The surprise is up on Twitter. The surprise is up on a lot of other shit in stocks. The only way you're going to make money in the stock game is if you know something. You have to think ahead of shit. You can't think with other people and y'all be on the same page. That's not how the shit works. It works by investing in you first. What are some of the things in life that you know people gonna need? One of my biggest investments, to be honest with you, was some shit that people laughed at me. They even laughed at me in my own home. In my own home, my wife laughed at me when I told her, listen, the future is groceries being delivered to your home. The future is going out and instead of going to a fast food restaurant, they deliver it to you. I almost started that shit years ago. But soon as I seen Uber Eats shift in that area, I already knew what it was. Soon as I seen all these companies that were doing my idea, because you can't do it all. And I can't spend no $200,000 on an upstart. That's not what I do. I get in on an upstart. I let them have the financial risk. Yeah, they're going to have the majority of the reward. But I'm getting a free return on my money. I have nothing invested other than my initial investment. Nothing else is there I don't have to make sure that the employees are paid. I don't have to make sure any of that. All I got to do is watch how the company is moving. Is it progressing? Stop. Motherfuckers, how you out here fool thinking that you about to do? Hold on. That's right. Pouncey says, I know how that feel like with my own dad. So do I. I know exactly how that shit feel by my situation. I ain't telling you nothing I don't know nothing about. And AP says, I don't have a college degree, but wifey has too. Hey, didn't everybody know what it is in that household, brother? Our lives, Sabrina says, our lives are so busy, but it is so necessary that we all are conscious of time we let pass. Excuse me. What's up, Big Shane? Big Shane is in the building. I'm about to get out of here in a second, guys. I got a 2:00 luncheon with my daughter. Big Shane says, I worked in the mental field for over 10 years. You ready? Okay. Worked in the medical field for 10 years and tell you they're not ones we should be worried about because they're not going to hurt you, but have a lot of people out here trying to work the system. Yes. And a lot of people blaming the system, Big Shane. They always want to make it seem like that this crime is going on because of mental health. Hey, y'all, I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys later on this evening. My daughter, my wife, they're ready to go. We're going to take my daughter to lunch. And then we coming back to the house to set up for the party. So I hope to see some of you here. I really appreciate you stopping in. I just wanted to let you know 5 o'clock probably won't happen for us today. Have a great weekend if I don't catch you later. Okay, have a great weekend. Peace and love to everybody. I just wanted to end and we'll finish it up later. I promise you. Peace and love to everybody. I'll holler at you. I think I better cut it off, right? My dog. There we go.